So when I say my thoughts about reparations, it's going to be against different parts of that distribution. On the far right, part of the distribution are people I have no worry about. These are the kinds of black people that I have associated with most of my life. These are professional, middle class, upper middle class, high class, okay? These are six-figure income earners who have become well assimilated into the upper middle class culture of America, okay? Were they to get, we're going to toss around a number. Were they to get $300,000 as a reparation, they have sufficient education and sufficient experience in handling money that they would probably be able to put that to very good use. Yeah, they'd make some good investments. They probably already have investments that are worth more than that reparation. They've been doing this a while, and they're good at it. They're educated. They're financially savvy. They would take that $300,000. They'd probably take a nice vacation, buy a car for their 16-year-old kid. I would guess that the majority of them would save at least 70% of it because they're already pretty comfortable. Now, among them are people who want to show out. They're going to say, all right, we already got ourselves a $750,000 house, but man, now we can have $1.5 million house. And they go out and blow up their mortgage obligations, and spend it. But for the majority of those people, I'm going to put them at probably 30% of the population. No, they're to the right. Let's call it 30%. Okay. They start at the kind of the right half of the bell curve and go all the way out. They're going to be okay. You give them the money, and by and large, they're going to be responsible because they have the education and the skills and the experience to know how to do it. All right. In the big middle of that distribution are going to be a lot of people who have never had much money, but they've done okay. They've gotten by. And they're going to get their first taste of money. And they're going to go show out. Now, they may save 25%. And they're going to go out and play with that other 75%. Now, for all you white people who are worrying about what the hell is going to happen with all this money, a lot of this money is going to come right back into the U.S. government economy very quickly. Black people in general are consumers. They spend a lot of money. So I would say that those people in the middle are going to save about 25%, and the other 75% is going to go to, trips and material goods. They may buy their first house. They may be able to fund, college education for the first person in their family. But they're going to still not use the majority of the money as investments. They're going to spend it. Okay. You get the money, you get to do what you want, right? It's the last group that I'm concerned about, and that will impact every single one of us. I don't care what color you are. It's the people on that tail on the left. These are people who have little education, have next to no financial literacy because they haven't worked much. They haven't ever had much money at all. And the first thing they're going to do is what they have always done, which is to spend almost any and every penny that comes into their life. Now, among the people on this part of the distribution of the black population is a lower income, more crime-prone demographic. Let's say we're in West Virginia, and let's make it a white small town in West Virginia. There's a meth epidemic going on up there. It's been raging for a number of years now. let's imagine that you gave $300,000 to a white drug dealer. What do you think he's going to do with that money? Well, he's going to do what a lot of these other folks did. He's going to spend it. He's going to party. And he's going to maybe take a vacation and buy a new truck and do all these things. Do you know what else he's going to do? He's going to buy some drugs. Because that's his business. That's the way he makes his money. He buys at X and he sells at 2X. And that's how he makes his profit. But in the past, he was only able to make, $1,000 purchase of drugs to sell. Now we can do $50,000. And when you're carrying around that kind of money and that amount of drugs, what else do you need? You need more guns. So this man is not only going to spend a lot of money on getting more drugs so that he can expand his drug business, he's going to get a lot more guns to protect himself. That's white man. What do you think is going to happen on the south side of Chicago, south side of Atlanta, where this young, lower socioeconomic criminal underclass, that small part of the black population that does the vast majority of crime within the black community and within the country. This very small group of young black men is responsible for an inordinate amount of crime nationally. Like half of it. That very small population, half of it. And now you're going to give them $300,000 each. And they're going to do exactly what that white guy would do if he was given $300,000. They're going to buy more drugs. They're going to buy more guns. And all hell is going to break loose. And it will not stay in their neighborhoods. What do you think they're going to do with those guns? When these guys who could afford to, buy a 9mm pistol can now all of a sudden have six figures in their pocket, they can buy any goddamn gun they want to. What are they going to do with that? Any damn thing they want to. And in a day and time where the police are already starting to run into situations where they are outgunned, outmanned, you're about to give these folks more guns, bigger guns. And we are going to pour gasoline on the fire with all that money. All the rest of y'all, enjoy your trips, enjoy your cars, enjoy your clothes, enjoy, and I pray for your investments to be fruitful. Pray for them all to pay off. But it will not mean a damn thing if we set this country on fire. If we set the black community on fire, we can set the country on fire. These are the unintended consequences that we rarely give thought to.